Hello everyone. In this series of videos, we will take a look at various interesting and at the same time important concepts of web development like security, REST API, search engine optimization, and a lot of more stuff. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Okay, so let us start with today's video. It has been a common practice to use password field in different modules of the web application such as frequently in login or registration forms. But many developers, mostly beginners, make common mistake to store the password fields in the plain text format. For example, we have this registration form that takes first name, for example, let's say, and some username and some password, let's say 123456. Okay, now we'll say register. Okay, so we are registered successfully. We have a database, web tech. In that we have a table called users that stores the first name, last name, username, and the password. Okay, now let's browse this. We are successfully registered. We have one entry here. Okay, so we use the password as 123456, right? So this is in plain text format, right? But what if if this database gets hacked? That the attacker can simply see the password fields of the users, right? It's a really vulnerable thing to do, right? So you should not save passwords in plain text format, right? So to overcome such scenarios, we should use the encryption methods to store the passwords, right? And there are two methods, one-way encryption and two-way encryption. So in order to store passwords, it's only required to use the one-way encryption, as we do not need to decrypt the passwords in any condition, right? We can simply take passwords at the time of login. We can encrypt it and check the encrypted key along with the databases, right? If it's valid, we can like log in or etc. any operations that you are willing to do. Okay, now we can achieve this encryption or one-way encryption more specifically using PHP's MD5. Okay, we have three files here. This is the front end. This is the registration script to insert the data into the database, and this is the database configuration file. Okay, now what we are doing right now, we are just taking the password field and storing it as it is. Okay, but what we'll do, we'll generate a hash, 128-bit hash using MD5 function of PHP. Okay, so we simply call MD5 and in bracket we'll pass the password field. This is using post that we have received, and we'll pass it to the MD5. So it will generate some a random hash of 128-bit. Okay, now the password will be stored using the hash value. Okay, it will not store the plain text value. Now, one more thing to note that uh, a lot of people, even if they are using MD5, they know this particular mistake, the common mistake the people do. But what they do, they use the data type as varchar and they put a length as 100, 500 or something like that. So it's very common thing that the MD5 is producing 128-bit hash. So instead of using varchar or text, simply use char and give the length as 32. Okay, and just save the changes. Okay, so we are good to go. You can see we have all these fields. Okay, now let's see how the data is being stored, especially the password field that we have MD5. Okay, so let's give some more dummy data. uh, and username let's say Mohan, and password let's say ABCD. Okay, we have the password as ABCD. Okay, now click on register. Okay, now registration is successful. We'll try to browse the data now. Okay, you can see now, previously that we used, it was plain text. Now for this particular user we have used the MD5 in our PHP script, right? So this particular line produce some 128-bit hash of the password ABCD. Okay, so it's very good thing to use such encryption for password fields. So simple thing, right? But can be vulnerable to a great loss of sensitive data. So thank you for watching this video. I will be back with more such videos on web development.